We are just gonna tell a little bit of our love story. I'm sure, as some of you may know from reading on our website, I saw him in middle school, and he didn't know me or anything like that. But I wrote a little something to.
You wrote something.
Yep.
Right.
Some bars or whatever to display, my reaction when I saw him for the first time.
How you gonna just put me on spot?
I ain't put you on spot.
All right.
You ready?
Maybe freestyle. I'll just freestyle something.
I did freestyle. No, I'm playing.
That's a setup.
Let's take it all the way back to the 7th. I was about 11. You look like an angel straight from heaven. Didn't see me through the crowd, I saw your smile 1 second. I walked past you, but your eyes, I got a quick confession, obsession. Or maybe I just had a small question. Would you double take my way or look with no expression? But that day never came, you didn't look my way. You was in the 8th, way out of my league. Maybe high school would bring me some succession. 07, hoping this year I make an impression. Progression, turn straight to recession. You left before 07, no longer in session, I reckon. Probably wouldn't see that face again, I found obsessive. I had learned my lesson, no hope, here's my digression. Psych, you popped in my life, I was feeling nice and was slightly spiked. I wanted to say, hey, my name is Devonay, I got something to say. Baby, come my way. But this confession would be your first impression. And my little obsession that I had been suppressing was pressing. My head was thinking, Doug, I wanna show you love. Can I give you a hug? Will forever be enough? But the only thing that came out was me screaming, Doug! And the rest was history written straight from above. And through the years, that confession pushed progression and succession, no discretion. Go cue the procession, I'm guessing. Glad to say that this is finally my new accession. Now call me Mrs. Watkins 3. Did y'all hear my digression? End of session.
Yeah, that was bars, first off.
I told you, I had a little something.
Hey, that was cold, first off.
You want to hear it again?
You're going to have to put that later on, because you're going to make me cry on this camera. Yeah, that was a nice sum of it. Like how you did that.
I did that when,
I would have had trouble with that one.
At the gym, and I was like trying to figure out your system, and it wasn't really working right. But
you did all that? See, I don't know myself a little janky sometimes, so it take a little effort to get it to do it. So I'm impressed. Now I feel like I it's Christmas and I ain't bring the gift to the party now. Now I'm like, well.
No, you always write stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was it.
Good job, babe.
I saw you and it was like love at first sight, but he didn't see me, so that was that. And then I was like,
well, see, because you know how like you shoot for the stars, you aim come up a little short. I wasn't shooting at that star, so I was gonna stay in my little lane, and who would have thought? So maybe word to advise, shoot for the stars a little bit, and you might get lucky. And if you don't, get counseling. So from there.
Yep. I went to high school hoping that I would see him, weirdly enough, and he had moved to another district. And I mean, we had friends that were like intertwined during
which happened to be in the wedding.
Yeah, most of them are in the wedding. They like knew him and like they had their little friend group, and then me and some of our friends were close, so we had our friend group, but we never like crossed paths until one day in Oxford, which was also very random because I had already graduated from Miami, and I just was randomly out at a bar, and there he was.
Yep, with Jello shots, a lot of them.
And literally the only thing that I could get out, as I said in my song, was Doug, which was.
And I was confused. I had no clue who she was, but she was cute though, so I played along with it. I'm like, oh, how you doing? And one of the guys I was with, who also went to the same school we went to, knew her, so I got the name, searched her, found out she was friends with Lance. Shout out to Lance. Creeped on his page, found her, and stalked her for a little bit. I think we exchanged names, right? Or numbers, I mean. So yeah, and then we kind of chatted it up from there, and to the next highlight. my birthday. So I invited her out to my birthday. Come turn out with your boy, and
he ain't show for about an hour and a half.
I got lost. That wasn't not showing up.
I mean, I'm just saying, I don't even know why I stayed that long.
See, y'all know he'll be trying to find a spot, a certain place, and then your phone die, and you just in the city. It was like that. So I'm like going door to door, like, is you? Nah, not really, but so it took me a while to find it. But she waited the entire time.
I did.
It was like 2
I
hours.
don't know why.
It was like 2 hours. But
These African men kept trying to come talk to me.
African man. Who?
No, but it was literally, yeah, it was almost about an hour. And I don't know why, but I just waited.
Yep, and we linked up eventually, kind of solidified our friendship, and then there came the long history of us.
Yeah. I moved to Columbus. He told me, actually, on the night of his birthday.
I did say I was never coming
he told
up
me
there,
he was
so.
never coming to Columbus. He was like, I'm not driving. How long is that? 2 hours? And I was just about to move from Cincinnati to Columbus, and I was like, yeah, it's just 2 hours.
If you meet a girl and say she lived 2 hours away, you're not gonna be like, oh, I'm going to come see you every week. No, I didn't.
You said you were never. You didn't say I visit you.
I didn't leave Forest Park, so you talking about 2 hours away.
So yeah, he told me that he was never coming to see me. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. I guess this is it. This is over. It was nice knowing you.
Yeah.
It had only been a month, so. You know. So yeah, he just said that he wasn't gonna come to Columbus, and then we kind of parted ways for a bit, and almost like a year later, actually it was his birthday again. And then he posted on Snapchat, like, I'm trying to have an epic birthday, which I kept telling him the birthday before, we gonna make your birthday epic.
Yeah,
so
that was her word. So it was set up.
Yep.
It worked.
Mm-hmm. And so I watched it, but I ain't comment. I was like, whatever. And then obviously he texted me because he saw that I watched it. Mm-hmm. And that's when
I don't know if it was you or one of your friends posted something where you would be at. So.
What, for my birthday?
We know what your birthday or everything about the.
Well, yeah, then came my birthday.
Yeah.
And I had a little epic birthday weekend planned in Cincinnati. And we had been, talking here and there over the weekend. And I had told him a couple spots that we were going to. And one of the nights, because I think we celebrated like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So one of the nights he popped up. And that was kind of where we rekindled our friendship and just actually had some time together after like a year of not really seeing each other. But no, he came up for the first time after he talked all that mess the year before about never driving up to Columbus. Mm-hmm. And then he was like, oh, it ain't really that bad. So then that turned into like he said, every 2 weeks, and then every week, and then
a couple of days consecutively. I would literally go up there, sleep, get up, drive back down to Cincinnati for work, and after work, go right back up there for at least a whole week, every day. That's about an hour and a half every day. So, see the boo thing.
So that was life. But, I mean, a big traditional thing that we started that year, which was like 2017, was celebrating New Year's together. So since 2017, New Year has been the one holiday that we have been together every year since 2017. So
very true.
That is kind of the reason why we went for a New Year's wedding and took y'all away from y'all holiday.
Which is appreciated.
But I don't know, it was just a memorable moment for us just to have one holiday, even through the ups and downs that we went through, one holiday that we were together each year.
Consistently.
Yeah, consistently. In 2018, on May 2nd.
I'm pretty nosy, so it's hard to surprise me. So for my birthday, she called me up there, cool. I drive up there, we go out to dinner. So, little Chinese spot. I thought it was hibachi, okay. The hibachi spot. Long story short, we come back to the house. She got everybody from down here up there. She got the whole city up in Columbus, which is amazing feat, especially my friends, because y'all don't like to do stuff on time, and I ain't gonna say no names.
We had to take a short trip to Walmart because we had to give everybody a little bit of time. And he
Yes.
had like, why are we going to Walmart? I'm like,
Oh yeah.
I just need to grab something real quick.
Yeah, by the time we got back to the house, I was pretty upset. I'm like, you know what?
And all the lights was off when he walked in. Phone lights flashing in his
I was so
face.
confused. I was so confused.
He was about to fight.
Yeah, and then that wasn't it. So I'm like, all right, cool. House party, you know what I'm saying? Get the shots going. Go outside. It's a party bus. Y'all crazy. So we had a party bus going crazy. You know, some of y'all seen some footage of that, you know, throughout the years. I posted probably every other year. Then we went to the clubs, and then we getting VIP access, and we got the whole like little party circle going on. It was intense, and you had to be there. And then we had the little group picture. We should have put that in the thing afterwards when we all got together. It was just a great birthday. I've never had a birthday that planned out and executed. As y'all see, Dominique is pretty good at executing and planning stuff from probably what you're looking around and seeing right now. So she's a wonderful person, wonderful planner, and very thorough. And I feel sorry for myself.
You know, you're here now.
Yeah.
This might be the last.
She drags me through all this.
You know, and then we'll chill out for maybe about 5-10 years.
I'll give you 2 years.
Probably. After that, my birthday that year, I did an album release.
Oh boy.
I had created an album called Broken Love Token. It was really like a heartbreak album or whatever. Some of it was about like my past relationship, and then I had a few songs about him in there.
Boy, she let me have it.
He was like, you know, on trash or whatever.
Y'all ever been insulted in y'all face in front of everybody? Now, mind you, I didn't hear these songs myself beforehand. I'm sitting in front of this crowd like, you made me sound like a douchebag.
Your mama loved it.
I know she is.
She was in the front row.
The family was playing the songs.
His whole family showed out. They was buying up tickets. They was sitting in the front row.
I'm at work with Austin. Like, I'm gonna get her back. I'm gonna drop a whole mixtape.
Oh, this
Yeah, but it was a wonderful album though.
Yeah, I just had to express myself a little bit. But that album like made him get it together.
Yeah, you just destroyed me in front of everybody.
Yeah, it wasn't like that.
I'm turning around like, yeah, go baby. Yeah. Yeah. I'm breaking inside. You know.
I mean, it was a mix of different things. It was just my way of kind of like expressing myself. And most of those songs were made during a time where like I didn't know where we were going, and it could have went north, it could have went south. But at that moment, that was how I was feeling. Wrote my my feelings down and put some music to it. So yeah. But he supported me through it all. So I knew he was a keeper.
And they randomly come on my playlist every once in a while. I just be like, skip. And,
We on.
yeah.
We went on our first international trip together on a cruise in September of 2018 with Doug's parents and his sister.
Yeah. One thing about me is, y'all know, I don't do international because I watch too many movies where they be getting kidnapped and sold into them hostile. Listen, I know somebody. Look, so for her to get me out of the States is pretty big.
It was just me.
For a country.
I mean, your family wanted to do it too. You was going regardless.
Who would?
But that was our first international trip together. We had a lot of fun. He was like really sick on that very first day. It was annoying.
Oh, it was, wasn't I?
It was bad. I was like, this ain't it. We never going on a trip again.
See, they tried to get me. I told y'all.
But yeah, after that we like really enjoyed our time. We got to go to the Bahamas, enjoy the beach and all that good stuff. And then our next international trip was like about a year later. We went to Cancun. And
That was a birthday trip, wasn't it?
Kinda. It was in June, so
Yeah, we kind of like
June people kind of
did a combined thing.
Yeah, made it about birthdays. But
I can't remember anything on that trip actually. So as you know, with the resorts, you have all-inclusive alcohol and all that stuff. So I can't recall too much, but I do remember the birthday song. Where at the hibachi, I do remember that.
That was the best night ever, and it was our last night. We were so mad because we waited to go to the hibachi restaurant, and we should have been there every single night.
Did we kicked out? I feel like
I think they just closed, and we were still trying to.
It was a debacle for a second. I do remember that.
Yeah, but we did a lot of fun stuff. Got to swim with dolphins.
That don't make me cuss.
That
dolphin.
We got on the
the zip line for 3 hours.
Yes, literally. We were 100 feet in the air, and nobody really wanted to do it but me. I was living my best life. That was literally my.
If you know me, I don't do heights. So what happens is, you man up. All right, I'll do it for a birthday. Cool. You thinking one zip line. No, you zip line to another zip line, and then that zip line to that. We was up there for 3 hours.
And they said there's no way you get down without going all the way up to the top.
It was miserable.
It wasn't. It was really fun.
After about 5 zip lines, you just like, we kind of just. It's just, that was your one.
Yeah, that was really fun. But we, that was kind of when we like made our relationship like official. Because we had a lot of ups and downs, ins and outs, really trying to figure out.
You skipped over that aggressive dolphin. He said, we went swimming with the dolphins. Because that dolphin manhandled me. Listen, I want to pay back.
He was a big man. He had to
He threw me about 6 yards. I felt like a football.
You had to stand on the dolphin's fins, and then the dolphin would swim. So you like gliding.
Yeah, exactly.
You felt how heavy you were. You had to go a little harder.
He was almost an airplane. We didn't go straight. We went up. Then he just put you to the middle. Like, how you know I can swim? But anyway, me and the dolphin got problems. But
yeah, that was a fun trip, and kind of where we solidified our relationship, and things kind of went up from there. We made it official in June of 2019. And things are, going well. And then a couple months later, we found out that we were with child.
Yep. My second one.
Yeah. Which was, a bit of a shock. We were just like a little bit of denial.
Yeah.
Like we took some tests and we were still in denial. And then we went to the doctor and we were still in denial.
Yeah.
And then she showed us the child moving, which was Dominique. And she was crazy and like doing the most. And we were like, is this like a recording? And she was like, no, that's literally your child.
Yeah, she was in there bouncing around and dancing and stuff. So yeah, that was a nice shocker. So now, father of 2, and I was hoping we can make this relationship kind of strong and last. Having a kid kind of changes up the dynamic of whatever y'all kind of original dynamic is. So all you can kind of do is just brace and, kind of be open-minded about everything that changes. And that's what I've learned through my children. So, which it worked out. So, and I'm very proud of her, actually. So, good job.
So we had Dominique on March 24th of 2020. And that's also when we moved, 2020 was also when we moved to Dayton and had our first house together, and really started living together, and kind of just seeing like, okay, this, or like what our dynamic was gonna be about, and it ended up being decently smooth. We always spent a lot of time together anyway, but there weren't really like drastic changes or shockers when we moved in together.
That was the pandemic too, wasn't it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all moved in straight to the
straight to seeing her every second. It wasn't bad.
Yeah,
I mean.
I personally, I mean, I know a lot of people have feelings towards like the pandemic, which is understandable. But that was like some of our best times together. I mean, it almost gave us countless time to like be around each other and to like really raise a child how we wanted to raise her. I mean, I was working from home at the time because school was online. Doug had some time where he was on furlough or whatever.
Super chilling.
Yeah, so we were like pretty much together for like what, 3 or so months.
Yeah. Yep. Every day.
And then he finally went back to work, but I was still working from home, and got to have me in the house. So that was really like, if I could say like I want to go back to a time, unfortunately, it would be the pandemic.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was life. And then fast forward to 2021.
A conversation with my mom and sister and all of them about being ready to kind of settle down and do the marriage thing. And my mom got ecstatic, like, oh, so phone calls was made, they start planning stuff. I'm like, whoa. I just tossed the idea, so talked about it and started planning it with them, and we wanted to do something to surprise Dominique because she's very, she's also observant, so she can catch anything. So we had to make sure everything is kind of like low key but high key, but low key, So, which we was planning to do the helicopter ride there, which because of a storm we kind of got delayed, but I didn't want to do it past that point, so whatever. And then we had the whole engagement proposal party and all that. So thanks to everybody that came out to that too. It was a room packed of people. But we can get to the point where she was gonna leave the house looking raggedy. Because she was supposed to go out with my sister. So she was like, well, I'm just throwing this hoodie and I'm like, nah, we're not doing that.
No, so look, they told me that we were going to have a girls' night or some type of girls something. So like a girls' night or whatever. So I'm like, okay. So I had like a little tracksuit. Because like, what am I doing the most for? So then he talked about no, you should wear that gray dress. I like, for what? You're not going to be there. And he kept saying, you got to, I'm like.
Yeah, I hype her up. Like, if you're going to get this house, represent me very well. So eventually I still had to say to get her to put some decent on. So
but
so
I put it on.
She did.
And then, but he was laying in the bed with nothing but shorts on. So I'm like, all right,
man, look,
bye. And Jessica, his sister, picked me up, and we drove to Middletown to pick something up from her house, and we were there for maybe 10, 15 minutes. Like, I sat in the car. It really was not that long. And then he's like, well, no, I hadn't talked to him. But then we drive to this spot that his family does a lot of, like, events at or whatever. So I'm, like, walking in. It was raining, so I'm, like, got my hood on, trying to make sure. And then they open the door. He's standing there fully dressed with flowers in his hand. They got heart candles on the floor. It's like over 50 people there. I'm like, how? Like,
Beyond,
you literally and we had all these kids in this house.
The amount of speed it took.
There was like 6 kids at the house. So where are the kids?
As soon as she pulled out the driveway, I'm in there throwing everything on. And I keep sports cars, and this is the reason why. So I flew down there. I was like, well, if I get a ticket, at least says, for a reason, I did about 120 down there. So I had to pass her getting down there somehow.
Because we literally did not stop long. So that was an actual surprise.
Yeah.
And yeah, he didn't ask me to marry him. No, he got on one knee. And he had a little speech. And then he got on one knee. And then he started putting the ring on my finger. And Julia yelled out, like, you ain't gonna ask her to marry you. And he was like, she knows she ain't got no choice. So
y'all know me. I don't play none of them games.
I couldn't get out of this if I wanted to.
Nope. At all.
But, I mean, that kind of was not the last big bang, but after that, around Christmas last year, we found out we were pregnant again. With a boy this time. I was really, like, I wanted to be an all-boy mom. And now I'm almost really, no, I'm not gonna say. But Mina, she's getting,
Yeah, she's.
But I always wanted to be an all-boy mom. So I was like, oh, a girl. Luckily, she's, like, smart and funny and clever.
She's
as
a
she
boss
is.
baby
That's
right there.
the only thing that makes her. But I wanted a boy. And so I was super excited when we found out we were having a boy.
That acts like her.
Yeah, a little bit.
He's
He's 6 months today as of New Year's for y'all. So, yeah, that's my baby, my little heart. Dominique, he was born on July 1st. So it'll be exactly 6 months on our wedding day. And yeah, now our family is complete. We got our 3 kids.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're here.
The D family.
Mm-hmm.
We all got, well, y'all shouldn't know my kids, so all my names start with D's.
Douglas, Davina, Damani, Dominique, and Doug.
Why you issuing my name? I'm the first one.
You don't call yourself Douglas.
That's my name, though.
Well, your son calls himself Douglas. He don't want to be called Doug. He is an individual.
Independent. Yes, he is. Right.
Well,
yeah.
I believe that is it. So, we thank all of you guys for showing out for us and coming to celebrate a moment such as this. We are super excited for the journey that is ahead of us and just all the great things that have happened thus far in this relationship, and super eager to see what is to come.
Thanks.